I think it's something that if we don't address this, if we don't force ourselves to grow up, if we don't start saying to some of the rappers that are out here acting like clowns at 35, 40 years old, if we don't say to them like, hey, bro, look, you're not behaving like a leader. You're not behaving like a husband, father. You're not behaving like a black man. You're behaving like a little boy, a little girl, a little punk, a little idiot. You're being the class clown. Why? Why is it? Well, because they're paying you money to do this. And you think that the fact that they're paying you money to be a puppet and a clown somehow makes it okay. Like, that's the thing about money. Money's very powerful, and we don't have enough financial consciousness conversations about how all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. Money may seem powerful. Money might make you feel like, look at me, I'm successful, I have money or whatever. But if you got your money doing something that's like weird and degrading and unhealthy and lacks substance or benefit for anybody else, then that's kind of a problem, right? And I don't know if we necessarily have that barometer yet, because think about it, the person who shows up with the most money, they pulling up at the club, they pulling up in something nice, they all the girls are checking them out, they walking in and they're famous and rich and got money and all that. And so that's, so if you want to know, for example, when I was at InvestFest, there were people like, well, why won't they put you on stage? Why aren't you on the stage? And I was like, I don't need to be on the stage. I have a stage. I speak on my stage all the time at the All Black National Convention and many other places. I said, it's time for them. I want them to have the stage. But I said, also, I'd probably offend the culture. I'm probably offensive to the culture because I'm just the guy who just doesn't give a shit. I think I'm like the father figure who comes in and says, this is stupid. Like, what are you doing? Like, come on. You're 26 years old. Why are you poisoning your womb by sleeping with every guy that walks by because you heard a rapper tell you that this city girl lifestyle is good? You're going to get 35 and you're going to regret not having children. You're poisoning your body this way. You're drinking a lot. Your children, your babies are getting fetal alcohol syndrome because people don't know that the fetal alcohol syndrome is an epidemic in the Black community. How many of y'all know that? My wife brought this up and Cardi B got pissed. Cardi B sent my wife a notice. She sent her a message on her Instagram. I think she was talking about threatening to sue her because my wife mentioned Cardi B's name because she strongly suspected that she might have fetal alcohol syndrome by the features on her face and her behavior patterns. Social workers can point these things out. And what most people don't realize, and nobody's talking about this, is that fetal alcohol syndrome is an epidemic in the Black community because you're promoting it just this incredible amount of alcoholism amongst young women, and so you get pregnant. You don't know you're pregnant for 6 weeks. The whole time you're drinking. That means the baby's drinking. And next thing you know, your baby has cognitive delays, autism, or some other issue that directly comes from the fetal alcohol syndrome. I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just telling you that really one of the things you have to understand is that the way they poison us is so subtle that we miss it. We don't really see all the different ways that we are poisoned as a community. We don't see all the different ways all the insidious ways that they seek to kill off our potential, to stop us from being our absolute best. We don't understand that. I talked to some young Black men, and one of the brothers he was telling me about his business. He's 30 years old, 35, 32. And he was from Ohio. I don't remember his name, but I talked to him. I think it might have been Nate. And I talked to Nate for a while, and I said, and what you need to understand is that as a young Black man, he said he was in the Air Force. And I said, thank you for your service. And I said, I hope you understand that in what you're doing as a Black man, you are at war.